school year that required a series of specified documents. The state would also cease providing funds geared towards preparing for the new AP US History courses exam. Liberal critics pounced. They hopped on the bill's inclusion of speeches by Ronald Reagan and George W. Bush, an omission of any documents from their Democratic contemporaries, though it did include Malcolm X's ballot or the bullet speech and Lyndon Johnson's Great Society speech. Amid the controversy, Fisher withdrew the bill for revision, telling a local newspaper that it was poorly worded. I was listening to Let It Go.
Let it go!
Can't hold it back anymore.
The national battle over AP US history has been raging since the middle of 2014 when the College Board, which administers AP tests, implemented a new framework. Designed to encourage critical analysis of America's founding narrative, conservative critics have attacked new course guidelines as rewriting American history.
No.
One objective in the framework said that students should be equipped to investigate how American foreign policy, and military actions have affected the rest of the world. Another key concept the framework site said that Ronald Reagan transitioned from defense spending, military action, and bellicose rhetoric to a friendly relationship with Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev. Presidential contender Ben Carson said in a speech last fall that most people, when they finish that course, they'd be ready to go sign up for ISIS, the Iraq and Syria-based terrorist group.
Ready?
On Thursday, Fox News' Andrea Tantaros said that the course material contains meaningless liberal crap that's trickling down to our kids' level. By the way, this is taken from a very liberal, it's from Politico, so it's kind of a liberal news base.
Guys, we should all watch more fake news.
Hey guys, I am going to honestly tell you that this article is more on a very liberal bias.
Good.
All right. For this bill, Fisher, it was only because I could find, I was literally looking really quickly. So, the other one was like 6 pages. For this bill, Fisher solicited testimony from Larry Krieger, a retired history teacher who, along with activist and attorney Jane Robbins, launched an open letter campaign credited with inspiring the Republican National Committee's resolution condemning the framework as radically revisionist in August 2014. Oklahoma is an unlikely site for the battle over AP history. Fewer than 3,500 of the 460,000 students who took the exam last year did so in the state, and only 40% of those students were deemed qualified for college credit after taking the test, compared with more than 50% of those who took it. But conservative groups have challenged the course across the country in a variety of localities and states, including North Carolina, Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, and Colorado, where students in Jefferson County staged a walkout over what they saw as the local school board's effort to censor their curriculum. The Jefferson County School Board announced Friday that it decided not to pursue changes to the course. The critics' complaints vary, but a common theme is that the framework encourages students to debate whether America is uniquely a virtuous country or a flawed nation like any other.
We just made a lot of mistakes and we are like the worst.
No, we're not the worst. That's like, but
So we
made a ton of mistakes.
we are, America is flawed,
like
right?
we made a
Well,
movie
everyone.
about killing somebody named Kim Jong-un.
That was Sony, not all of America.
Well, we did.
That was
A
America.
Japanese company.
That was America.
I know, but it shows
It's
how
not all of America.
American we are. Just not like America at its
Hold on.
best.
I don't know
Peanut
whether
butter
that's
and
better,
jelly.
it's best or it's worse.
All right.
That I can't.
So Ted Dixon, a high school teacher.
America at its best, which shows how great we are.
Hey guys, we'll have time. Hold on. So Ted Dixon, a high school teacher who helped write the framework and co-chair of the College Board's AP US History Curriculum Development and Assessment Committee, said in an interview that the new course outline encourages teachers to introduce the idea of American exceptionalism as something that should be wrestled with. But he defended that approach as crucial to developing students' critical thinking skills. Do you encourage citizenship and patriotism by only talking about what's great about the U.S.? Or do you encourage citizenship and patriotism by talking about not just the positive aspects of our history, but also the parts that are negative and how we as a country strive to overcome those, Dixon said. Stanley Kurtz, an education scholar at the Ethics and Public Policy Center and leading critic of the new framework, said that the guidelines are hostile to his idea of American exceptionalism. I don't object to critical analysis, which is a crucial part of the framework, he said, but I tend to believe that critical analysis is applied to one-sidedly and unevenly. Fisher echoed this point of view on the floor of the Oklahoma House when he said that he wanted to emphasize more positive aspects of American history, not just to make students critical thinkers so that they can right injustices. The debate over AP US history has at times spilled over to larger national debate about the Common Core standards, which have been adopted by nearly all 50 states, but have since come under attack from the left and right. Kurtz, a conservative critic, said that both represent efforts to nationalize education priorities at the expense of local control through AP US history is voluntary for students while the Common Core standards are not. Anyway, so then it gets into this debate over Common Core standards.
I'm embarrassed listening to
So,
listening to this.
I actually pulled that quiz online. I didn't literally create it. I was like, I really think the debate is should we talk about the wrongs of the United States critically?
Yes.
Yeah, because then if we don't, people are gonna be like, oh, well, people aren't gonna like go and, learn it for themselves, because they're gonna be like, well, I wanna think my country's great, and then people are gonna end up making mistakes again. It's like,
Yeah.
we need to know this crap so it doesn't happen again.
It's
It's stupid.
I think we're smarter than we were then.
Okay?
We
Not
can't learn from our
much,
mistakes if we don't
not
actually
much
learn our
smarter
mistakes in
than
the first place.
Yeah, so the debate,
A little.
and I'm gonna collect these back, but I'm grading you, just kidding.
James,
I want the pizza. Don't give me my pizza.
I'll see what I can do.
Can I have some?
I want the pizza.
I want a
I circled the pizza.
Alright, so,
I highlighted it too.
I see that.
I wrote
Yeah, I
on
can
the
take it.
paper, don't give me my pizza.
Yes,
Alright, so I thought that this was a really good debate, because at times,
Jared, Chichi.
at times you guys asked, why do we learn this, or why are we studying what we're studying today, or Ginger, this really sucks. And I always tell you, you ask what we're learning today, and I always say we're talking about how people suck. And more importantly, we talked about how Britain sucked. We talked about how people suck all around the world. It is not
Stop taking pictures of people.
just